Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum, brothers, sisters, friends. May peace be upon you. This is Edward Ahmed Mitchell, welcoming you to today's segment on Muslim Network TV. Hope all of you are doing well. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be discussing something that I think has been hotly discussed by people around the world, especially in the Pakistani American community and in Pakistan itself, and that is a diplomatic, an internal cable, an intelligence document that was provided to the Intercept, the media outlet that then published it, I think just yesterday. And it relates to the U.S. government's role in the no confidence vote that kicked Imran Khan out of the prime ministership in Pakistan. To discuss this cable, what's in it, what does this mean for the dynamics in Pakistan, for U.S.-Pakistan relations, let's bring in our special guest, Professor Abdul Jabbar, who is an Emeritus Professor of Interdisciplinary Studies at the City College of San Francisco in the great state of California. Assalamu alaikum, Professor. Welcome. How are you doing?
Wa alaikum assalam, Brother Edward.
Thank you so much.
I am very happy to be able to have a chance to interact with all of you on this very important topic.
Absolutely. Thank you, Professor, so much for joining us. So, Professor, I think everyone knows the background that Imran Khan obviously was the popularly elected prime minister of Pakistan. He was removed from power in a no-confidence vote. He alleged at the time that he was being pushed out as part of a foreign plot. He claimed the United States played a role in that. Our government, the United States government, very, very forcefully denied playing any role in it. But now we see this cable published yesterday by The Intercept. Just for those who don't know, if they've been living under a rock, what is in this cable? What's so significant about it?
First of all, I'm so happy that The Intercept has done what all of us have been wanting to happen. When this issue first arose, Imran Khan sent a copy of this cipher to the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and said, please make it public because it's a very important document. He himself couldn't do it. He didn't feel that he had the legal authority to do that. So it has been, then the President of Pakistan, he sent it to the Supreme Court also. So there was a lot of pressure. General Bajwa, who was the former chief of the army, he asked Imran Khan not to discuss it. So that was so I am very happy that it has been made public. And I wrote an article in Countercurrents about the US intervention in the regime change. Now, that is available if you go on Countercurrents website, you can read it. And I had mentioned that was way when it started last year. And I mentioned all these things that are in the cable. And of course, at that time, people always said, what's the proof? And what strikes me is the language of Donald Lu, the Assistant Secretary of State. His language is extremely arrogant. I just want to read his own words. People here and in Europe are concerned about why Pakistan is taking such an aggressively neutral position on Ukraine, if such a position is even possible. So that means what is so aggressive about it? Pakistan abstained from a vote, and the US government never engaged with Pakistan prior to the vote to insist that Pakistan should vote one way. In fact, the Biden administration never engaged with Pakistan since Biden took over. It was like a joke, that Pakistan's prime minister, most popular leader there, was being ignored like that. So I don't want to.
Yeah, Professor, let me jump in. So the cable, as I recall, it has U.S. State Department officials, diplomats, meeting with Pakistani officials, and as you noted, essentially indicating they were unhappy with Pakistan's neutrality on the Ukraine-Russia war. And I believe it also alleges that one of these officials said that things would be better, all would be forgiven if the no confidence vote were to pass. The implications of that, I think, are very obvious. It doesn't take a lot of reading into the between the lines to understand what the meaning of that is. What has the reaction been within Pakistan to this news? What's the reaction been in the Pakistani American community? How are people reacting to this news?
In Pakistan, about 80%, more than 80% people believe that there was a direct US intervention, and people in the US, Pakistani Americans, overwhelming majority of them also feel the same, that there has been an intervention, and the timeline proves it. This meeting happens on March 7 between the ambassador of Pakistan and Mr. Donald Lu, Assistant Secretary of State. And then at the end of the meeting, Mr. Lu says to the ambassador, well, there has been a dent in Pakistan-US relationship already. The dent can be removed in the coming few days. Let's see if it is removed. If it is removed, then Pakistan will be forgiven. And then it will be seen only as Prime Minister's individual, personal responsibility visiting Russia. Now, what is the dent? The dent is Imran Khan. So, and then right after that, the no confidence movement starts, the motion. Now, I don't know if most of us know here in this country that it was the result of a long lobbying effort by the former Chief General Bajwa. He has engaged a lobbyist in Washington to spread disinformation about Imran Khan, that he was anti-America, and that his name is Hussein Haqqani. He was an ambassador in the past. He was paid $30,000 for his lobbying effort, according to the information I have. So, to answer your question again, very, very directly, majority of Pakistanis and Pakistani Americans believe that the U.S. intervention did take place.
So then, what do you think will happen next? My understanding is that media in Pakistan is limiting the ability of media outlets to cover this story. Imran Khan has already been convicted of something and barred from running, and he's appealing now. What do you think the practical impact of the release of this cable will be on U.S.-Pakistan relations or even politics within Pakistan?
What will happen in Pakistan is really very, very depressing, because at this time the whole country is being run by one man, that is the new army chief. And he has made it like a personal vendetta to punish Imran Khan for speaking out against some of the actions of the former army chief. So this is a continued tradition in Pakistan, that it is the army chief who is the most powerful person, not the constitution of Pakistan, not the prime minister. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court decided that this should happen. Elections should take place within 90 days according to the constitution. It was not allowed. So I am not very hopeful that things will change. The only effort at this time in Pakistan by the establishment, which includes, unfortunately, the current government of Shehbaz Sharif and the army, and so-called Pakistan Democratic Movement, the alliance of about 13 parties, they all want no election. No election. And if Imran Khan is punished and made irrelevant, then elections can be postponed until the time that the Pakistan Muslim League, Nawaz Sharif's group, can win. Or the election will be, if it is held, it will be rigged as it has been in the past. So it's almost impossible to have justice in this situation when you cannot even show the picture of Imran Khan. You cannot even mention his name on Pakistan TV. I mean, that is ultimate of repression. And in that climate, outside intervention at the UN level or something like that has to happen. Otherwise, things will not change. This will continue to slide down further in the economic crisis that Pakistan is suffering from.
All right, well, a very concerning situation there, Professor. We'll certainly see what happens in the near future, inshallah. I want to thank you so much for joining us to share perspective on these issues. And obviously, there are going to be more developments, so we look forward to having you back to discuss what happens next, inshallah. But for now, this cable is out there, and we'll see what the reaction to it is and what impact it has. Again, thank you so much, Professor. We'll see you next time, inshallah.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you guys again.
Yes, inshallah. And thank you all for watching this segment. We hope it was informative. You can go to The Intercept to read the memo and read more about it. And inshallah, we look forward to seeing you next time on Muslim Network TV. Until then, inshallah. Until then, assalamu alaikum. May peace be upon you.